Welcome back. This is Jared, and now we're doing the movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm in total lesbians with this movie.
The other L word, dude.
Lesbians?
Give me my mallet. Continue. Just.
All right. So
continue. No mallet.
we're gonna rate this in different categories. So we're gonna start off with acting. Kenshin, how about you?
I was actually surprised. I was actually surprised. Michael Cera actually did a good Scott.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that looks like he's like has no emotion.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
based on all his other acting slots,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I was actually really impressed too. Actually,
I feel like he fit it.
No, not on subject though. I'm sort of mad they made Envy a blonde.
oh yeah, that's cool.
As for acting though, he actually did a good job. I'll give him like a good, I'd say a good 8.5.
8.5 on acting. All right.
Yeah.
Edward.
Did you say 8.5 out of 19?
No, 8.5 on acting.
Anyways, yeah, I actually liked the movie. Michael Cera surprised me with his, impressive acting. Actually, I liked Wallace's character a lot. He was really good at portraying Wallace.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Evil X, go.
Like,
Right.
well, no, he has mouth full of donut. Remember, like, Scott, Evil X, fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. I will probably give most of the movie a 10 because it's the only movie in the history of forever that I've actually gone and paid to see twice.
And I'll pay
extra. Honestly, this is how.
I'll pay any price for the DVDs. It probably has some extra cutscenes they might cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. If the
Jer-
scenes that I think
Jer-
they are.
Jer-
Alright.
Jared?
No geeking.
Oh yeah, your rating on acting?
So, my rating on acting. I'm actually surprised on how well they all did. Honestly, I figured there would be like one person that just missed their mark, But they all hit their mark. It was like everything fit in so well. Michael Cera. Wait, how you say it?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera.
That guy.
I assume.
No, he fit so well as the character. I can't see anyone else playing. He was a geek, but he's like an awesome geek. He really did
He even
well,
did
right?
Scott in the animation.
Yeah, I know.
That
So
sounded
I'm
very
giving
sexual.
I'm gonna give it a 10. All right,
A good
Okay.
10.
this is awesome. All right, next one, animation.
Animation?
Animation.
I
Alright.
mean like on
Your overall animation. You could even tell me your
The animation that was within the movie.
oh.
Like, remember the scene where Stills was looking at the band information for Crash and the Boys?
Which
they vaporized!
I
That
know!
was a terrible scene.
This is Vaporize Crash Boys?
Yeah.
So rubbish!
Yeah, I wish I could actually give it a 10. I actually I love some of the first thing that they actually did with the animation, like with Todd.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I just smoking. Yeah, it's a bad habit. I should
But I
quit.
can't get them to stop.
You never said that! I was the one that said that!
I know.
But you said it during the movie. That was the problem. Now I think it's part of the movie.
Okay.
Alright, so wait, what you rate it?
Good 10.
Good 10. Alright,
Wow.
Kenshin 10. Alright.
I'm going with
Edward.
10 too, because, everything was pretty well. The hipster chicks kind of creeped me out though. Matthew Patel's hipster chicks.
Yeah.
They were creepy.
Well, they are.
Yeah, but in the movie, how come they were all black and white? And one they at least wearing like a red skirt and red shirts.
Well, you can't tell in the comic.
We
it's
couldn't.
in black and white.
We couldn't tell that the knives had a red streak.
So
But she did.
They changed it in the movie. Alright, don't worry. about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so what was your rating?
10.
10. Alright, 10. I'm gonna give it a 10 as well because the animation fits so well, especially the scene where they were doing the battle of the bands.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Yeti
Amp
and
versus
the
Amp.
dragon. That was awesome. I never seen an actual battle of the bands. Their mascot came out and fight.
Was it? But was it a mascot? Because remember they're called Sex Bomb.
Yeah,
No,
but
yeah, they're
most mascots in Canada are Yetis.
Yeah, and I think in the
alright,
comic
read
they
that
actually
somewhere.
showed the Yeti.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
No.
Scott fought the twins by himself.
Alright,
They kidnapped him.
alright. So the next one, music. How do you rate your music? The music.
Oh yeah, like the music though was like actual bands and actually played their music. Like but the one who did Threshold was Beck. So I would give it like a good 10.
Alright.
10. Yeah, it was awesome.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a 9 only because in a few scenes they were off. Like the one where he was fighting Gideon. you start hearing a female voice singing, but it was Stahl's the one who's the lead singer. So
Yeah, but
apparently
the backup. I mean,
I don't know whether or not Kim actually sung. I didn't. You couldn't see, but I'm just saying it was a little off. I think it was awesome that they actually brought in real bands.
I thought it was Envy who was singing it though.
No, that's what they said.
No, that's in the comment.
That's not really happening.
Okay,
Alright,
next.
So next one, fight scenes. What do you rate the fight scenes?
Rating awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, rating awesome.
Okay, fine, a 10. a good 10. All the fights were awesome, including the one with the Patels, even though he was more like a sing-along.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 10 as well. All the fight scenes looked like everybody knew what they're like. Every one of them looked like they practiced martial arts or whatever, however they were fighting.
Actually,
Even the sword fighting was good. Though I am kind of sad that Scott didn't get a big kitchen knife sword like Ichigo.
I know, he just got another katana.
Well, that's the movie, alright? Although the comic was awesome. So what was your rating?
10.
10. Alright. Now I'm gonna rate it 10. Yeah. No, seriously, because the fight scenes were like they were all choreographed.
Jared didn't complain through.
It was so. I'm gonna give it a rating of 10 awesomes. All right, that's
10
how awesome.
awesomes?
Yeah, 10
That's
awesome.
10 Kenshins. That's a lot of masks.
Yeah. Awesome
And
10.
and a lot of virginity.
Oh!
Alright, moving
so
on.
much.
Story. How do you rate the story?
Oh wow! Well,
Compared to the comic.
the story itself was a little different though. Like in some ways though, I was disappointed. In some ways, I actually liked. Like how like they changed the fight scene with the twins from actual fist fighting to just an amp versus amp. Also, I was kind of disappointed though that they had the scene where Knives and Kim were kissing.
I know, that's sad.
You guys are sad.
Shut up!
Okay, what was your rating?
I'll give it maybe a good 9.5.
9.5.
Screw that.
If we go a little more, I'd say about 9.7.
I'm giving it a 10.
You're giving it a 10?
Yeah, only because they took what was in the comic itself, but also threw in some originality into it. And you know me, I'm a sucker for originality in movies.
Yeah, especially when it comes from an actual comic.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, well, I'm gonna give it a 10 only because he didn't fuck up the story. No, seriously. I'm sick of these who take over an original story and they change it.
Last Airbender.
Ding dong.
Shablam a lot.
Way to go!
Visit our website for all his nicknames. I'm gonna give it a 10 because it separates itself from the comic. The movie, its story is just awesome. So a rating of 10 awesome.
Yeah.
All right, quick cameo. What? How do you rate the cameo to the comic?
Oh, the cameos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had artwork in there.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I'll give it a good 10 because they actually used the actual artwork from it, but then the creator actually was there helping them with the movie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That
I'll give it a
was
good 10.
Yeah, 10 as well.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a 10 because they actually had original artwork. They had the guy there, and the one up was the actual one up from the video game or the comic.
Well, it was the original Scott's head.
It's Scott's head. Yeah, that was awesome. All right, so overall, the rating on the movie, Kenshin.
I'll rate it on 10 awesomes.
10 awesomes. All right, Edward.
10 times 10 to the 10 awesomes.
Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna give it the ultimate rating ever. All right, 10 lesbian awesomes. That's how awesome this is.
Great! We're gonna have gay pride marching up here yelling at us. Alright,
It's a good
were
thing.
we gonna
Alright.
talk about our favorite scenes too?
Yes, favorite scenes. All right, so your favorite scene,
Oh, Ash.
quickly.
Well, my favorite scene though is of course the battle between the twins, because it was like the Yeti versus two dragons.
Oh, the animation scene.
Oh yeah, while they were fighting, while they're still playing music too.
Yeah, and when they play music, you see the actual background.
Yeah.
Go into it. That's awesome. And the crowd went wild. All right, Edward.
Mine was when Wallace texted Scott's sister while drunkenly passed out in their bed. It was hilarious. She calls up, you're doing blah blah blah, and Scott's like, how did you find that out? And she's like, Wallace texted me, and he looked over and he's like, he's not even conscious. And then as soon as they're done talking, it shows Wallace. He's passed out, but his phone is open and his fingers are on the numbers. It was hilarious. I'm telling you, that guy was the best actor.
I have an
I've seen.
honorable mention.
No, wait. Let me finish mine.
Okay, fine.
My favorite scene is the one where Knives comes by and tries to track down Scott, right? and Wallace is like, he's not here, and you see him in the background. He closes the door. You see, and he's like, really? So he jumps out the window, and he's like, yeah, he just left, and he goes back for his coat. And it's like, oh, that's too bad. And you see him in the background walking.
Okay, I have an honorable mention though. Is when he was fighting Lucas Lee, and we're all beating him up, and he went to one of his stomach and like, oh, I'm gonna go get a coffee. Want some? And one of them was like, oh no, thank you. So he's walked off, checked it on his phone, put it out. It rings. He put it out like, that's funny. That's really funny.
He turns out, Lucas Lee, you're needed on
Mr. Lee, you're needed on the set. So he just crushed his cup, and everyone's like, oh my god, it burns!
That's his only thought, but he's like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this guy. Alright, Edward, any honorable mention scenes?
No, I think I'm pretty much good.
Alright, I have one honorable mention, and this is how we're gonna end it. Alright, the scene where he fights Ramona's lesbian girlfriend from so-and-so, and the way he defeats her, it's different in the comic, but he
uses the envy maneuver.
Yeah, he pokes her in the back of the knee, and it looks like she orgasms into coins. Alright, so that's all
we have time for. Keep watching our podcast, see the movie, read the comic, play the damn game. It's not that much to get the game.
Yeah, just $10.
You get it on Xbox Live or PSN or whatever.
It's worth it for 10 lesbian awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, so the podcast we're supposed to post this week, we're gonna post next week. We promise.
All right. Thank you.
Later.